Hey, it's another cold day in the mountains. I'm leaving town for about a week and I have 2 pounds of Roma tomatoes, which I haven't even opened the package yet. I got them at a grocery outlet about a week ago, so I have to figure out what to do with them um, before I leave because they won't be any good when I come back. So I thought I would just put them all in the crock pot and make a pasta sauce that I can throw into the freezer and use later. I'll show you what I'm putting together. Here's my grocery list, or my ingredient list. I have some white sugar. It always cuts the tartness of the tomatoes a bit. I have some of this minced garlic, which I got by the pickles and olives and all that in Dollar Tree. It needs to be refrigerated after opening. It's minced or diced or something. It's just my total go-to for garlic. I have some organic onion powder, some French fry seasoning, and herbs of Italy. I think that some of these herbs I did not get at Dollar Tree or grocery outlet, but I know you can. The French fry I did get there. I mentioned the minced garlic. I've seen the Italian herbs, and I'm sure you can get onion powder. As a matter of fact, I think I got that at Walmart. The 2 pounds of Roma tomatoes I purchased at grocery outlet for a really good price, thinking I was going to eat them, but I'm leaving town sooner than I thought, so I'm just going to make a nice sauce out of all those ingredients. Here is the finished product. Well, finished so far. I had about 12 tomatoes in that bag. Some needed to be tossed or cut in half because they were starting to go, which makes me twice as glad that I decided to do this sauce right now before they were all gone. I cut off the top of the tomato. I guess you could salvage that or save it, but in the interest of time, I just chopped it off, and I cut the rest of the tomato into quarters and put them in the crock pot. Now, there are many cooking people who say, oh, you should put the tomatoes in hot water and then take them out and then take the skin off and take the seeds out and blah, blah, blah. I have only one life to live. I can't live it doing that. What I'm going to do at the end of this is, when the sauce is all done, I'm going to put it all in a NutriBullet or in the blender, and no one will know that there are seeds or that there's skin or there's anything else like that in there. That's just me. All right, first order of business, I'm going to put in some of this herbs of Italy. I'm just going to sprinkle like that, maybe 4 sprinkles. I'm going to put in a little bit of this French fry seasoning from the Dollar Tree. I love this stuff. It goes in everything. I think it has some paprika in it. Put a little bit like that. I don't measure, if you haven't noticed already. Onion powder. You could use fresh onions too, but I happen to have onion powder, so I'm just going to put some of that in. I have a little bit, I pulled this out, it's some red chili pepper. At the last minute, I thought maybe I would just do one little boom, like, you know, just get a couple flakes in there. Now, I have the garlic and the sugar over here, so I'm going to see if I can get a tablespoon of sugar. Let me put the camera down for a second. So I ended up putting in a tablespoonful of white sugar and 2 teaspoons of that minced garlic. I've put the crock pot onto high. Now I'm going to cover it and start cooking. Here we are after about an hour and a half. I'm just going to give everything a little stir. It's gotten a little liquidy. I didn't add any water to this. There's no need to. The tomatoes give up enough water. Also, a lot of crock pots cook unevenly. Like, one side might cook, it might leave a mark or a burn mark, or might cook more rapidly than the others. There's nothing, no rule against just turning the crock pot from time to time. And if you have a crock pot with a ceramic insert, this is easy. Even the oval crock pots with ceramic inserts, you can just take it up. If it's not too heavy, turn it and put it down again, and that'll help distribute the heat a little easier and help prevent those burn marks. Well, here it is about 4 hours in. It's pretty well cooked down. The tomatoes look like they're in good shape. It's a little watery. That's why I didn't add any water when I originally put the tomatoes in. So what I'm going to do is leave the lid off for half an hour or so and let some of that cook down and some of the liquid evaporate, and we'll see what happens. So this is what the sauce looks like after I let it cook down for, it was supposed to be half an hour, but I took a little nap, so it was an hour. Actually, that's what I love about the crock pot. You can't really do too much to it that's bad. It just, it's very forgiving. So it's very, very thick, as you can see. There's still some skin in there and some seeds, so we're going to get rid of that by putting it in the NutriBullet, which I think will accommodate that amount. There's about 1 2/3 cups of sauce here, and that, again, we used about 8.5 Roma tomatoes. So here is our sauce. A few seconds in the NutriBullet. You could probably make this even smoother. I like my my sauce to have a little bit of chunk in it, but again, we're here with almost 2 cups of homemade marinara sauce, which you can use for pizza or pasta or anything you want. It smells really good. I'm going to be putting this in the freezer because I'm leaving town tomorrow, but I have some really nice pasta sauce to look forward to when I get back. Hope you enjoyed this, and have a lovely evening and happy cooking. Also, thank you for watching.